Oh, thank you. Tap, tap, tap. This month I thought I would go through and share a little bit of our journey into conception, not the actual story of how that happened. And this first one is going to be on our struggles with infertility. So that was really fun, not really. Brad and I thought we're going to actually start trying for a baby. We hadn't been like careful before then. We just thought if it happens, it happens. But December 2014, we thought, let's make a baby. You know, how hard is it to make a baby, right? We were over in London and it didn't work. And I walked around the rest of our trip thinking like, totally made a baby, got a baby in me, baby mama right here. The thing was, I was really unhealthy back then. I was really overweight. I was probably about 20 kilograms heavier than I am now. I had health issues. I was unfit, and it took us almost, I think it was like 18 months after that until we finally fell pregnant. That was 18 months of peeing on a stick, thinking, is there a baby inside me? And not just peeing on a stick once a month. I pee on like 3 sticks. I would buy the 3-pack. And I had expensive pregnancy test pee stick taste. Yeah. PTPST. You know, that's a thing. I would pee on a stick and I would wait the 3 minutes and then study it for the next 7 minutes until, you know, expiration time when you were supposed to stop looking at it. And I would hold it up to the light and I would see, is there a faint line there? And I think now how much money I've wasted on pregnancy tests. I did think, you know, what's wrong with me? I was supposed to just, you know, be able to fall pregnant. My mum had 6 children. My nonna had 6 children. Not that I wanted 6 children, but I would have liked 1. I think at that stage it had been maybe like a year into it. I had had irregular periods. Sometimes 6 months would go past and I wouldn't have a period. And while that, you know, might be awesome not having to have a period, it was probably my body telling me, you know, something's up. So I went to the doctors and I got a pap smear and she said, I want you to go and see a specialist about polycystic ovaries. You know, it's been a year now and you guys haven't conceived. I think you guys need to look into some assistance with that. So it was a little bit of a downer, thinking, you know, what's up with my body? I remember crying to Brad and even just being so unhealthy and so overweight and just not being able to conceive on top of it all. I remember crying to Brad, I need you to help me. I need you to help me lose weight. Like it was his problem. We just weren't healthy. Our lifestyle wasn't healthy. And this was before we went vegan. And slowly I started to look into a plant-based diet, look into my health. That's something that I'll share in another video. Long story short, we went plant-based. We moved to the ocean, so we made a pretty big life change. Then we started exercising, going on beach hikes and beach walks, and I just started to get fit, going plant-based and nourishing my body. The excess weight did melt off me. My periods started to come back monthly. They weren't as painful anymore. We thought, oh, maybe we will wait just a little bit. You know, after all those months of trying and being disappointed. And I thought maybe we're fine, just the 2 of us. We have an awesome relationship and, you know, I'm sure that we would have had an amazing life anyway. You know, we wanted to travel and I thought maybe we'll just wait. We'll wait and we'll just see what happens. And then Willow happened. Yeah, so it's not always try to make a baby and you made a baby. Like there's so many different roads, so many different paths, you know, and for me personally, I know if I felt pregnant back when I first started trying to have a baby, it wouldn't have been this baby. It wouldn't have been Willow. Hi. My mum says everything happens for a reason. My grandfather says not all bad things come to harm you, and that's, you know, I believe in both of those things. If I had have had a baby back then, you know, my pregnancy wouldn't have been as thriving as it was. I wouldn't have been as healthy. I might not have had the labor outcome that I had. And I'm going to talk about each of those things in a different mini video, because I just want to share those things. And that's the whole reason I really started this YouTube channel, is to just share my story. So all up, I guess it took almost 2 years to conceive for us. We thankfully didn't have to have, you know, any further steps to help with that. And Willow was worth the wait completely, because it changed my life. And I thought at one stage that maybe I didn't want a baby and that was fine. But knowing now this love that just fills me, I couldn't imagine my life without Willow. Even when I was pregnant, I thought maybe I just wanted 1 baby, but now maybe I just want to move to a farm and have 10. Maybe I will be like my mom. So for anyone out there who's dealing with those same kind of fears and heartache, you know, not being able to fall pregnant, you know, I'm there with you. I hope that you get your baby. All this time spent waiting, it's going to be so worth it when it happens for you. And I think it's important to remember what that heartache and what that wanting felt like, because it's easy as a mum to just get caught up in these busy days. Everything just has flown by, and I think sometimes it's important for me to sit back and just appreciate how long I waited and how much I wanted a baby, and to see that second red line on the pregnancy test, and then it finally happened for us. And that in itself is a damn miracle. You are my miracle. Mama. Is that mama? So if you're trying for a baby, if you have your own personal story on, infertility or anything like that, comment below and we can start a conversation about it. The next mini video I'll share will be when we found out we were pregnant, telling Brad and what that felt like. And spoiler alert, there were lots of tears. Bye.